in collaboration with Esther, and Gladys. The indigenous territories of Mexico have been culturally divided by Mesoamerica and Aridoamerica. In Mesoamerica, there is a particular conceptualization of the natural world as a living being that entertains intimate relationships of exchange
¿Podrían quitar su micrófono?
with the social human world. This interdependence is expressed in the intense ritual life, the waves connections between an infinity of supernatural and natural powers and humans. We observe these ideas in the centrality of maize and plant metaphors for the person and for the human life cycle, expressed in the phrase "our mother, our substance" as synonyms with maize. Chile is another plant that expresses itself in metaphors of human life, as expressed by several field collaborators. Doña Angelina Osorio, Nahua from the Western region in Veracruz, told us, "When we eat chile, that is our strength to be well, to work well. It gives us energy." I will correct, vital energy. Chile helps us a lot because it gives us strength. It is very important not only for eating, but also for healing. This image is a cut paper doll representing a chile, and it is used in the Chicomisochil ritual of the Western region. Then, how this perception translates to everyday uses of chiles? How each culture of the Mexican territory uses chiles? First, let's check which ones are the chiles that are used and how scientists identify them. In our multiple visits to indigenous territories of Mexico for the last 30 years, people told us that they use chile that goes from wild to domesticated. For them, there is no distinction between wild and domesticated. They only use the common name. There can be several common names to refer to different morphotypes. On the other hand, for scientists, they should pertain to any of the valid taxonomic species that are used in Mexico. We have two introduced species, Capsicum pubescens, and two native species. Every native species have wild and domesticated. However, between the wild Capsicum frutescens and wild Capsicum annum variety glabreusculum, on the field sometimes it's very hard to distinguish them. In the next part of the talk, we will show the range of uses of chiles with graphics for academic purposes, because in the field we do not observe these different categories. This map is showing that there is a generic common name that identifies the chile in every language documented. The catalog of national indigenous languages will be a reference of cultural diversity. We have 11 linguistic families and 68 linguistic groupings. Health is understood as being the combination of physical, mental, social, and spiritual well-being, and life as being a union of body, mind, and soul. In Mexico, several native terms are translated as soul, such as tonali, teyolia, and ijiyoto. These were represented as major concentrations of soul forces, vital fluids distributed throughout the organisms, but concentrated in the head, heart, and liver. This idea was written by Lopez and described Nahua culture. The soul or spirit of a person can be affected by various natural and supernatural agents, causing psychosocial and somatic imbalance. The sick person then turns to traditional medicine to regain balance, health, and well-being. Traditional medicine can be preventive or corrective. Chile is conceived as having positive energy to prevent or protect against disease. Therefore, Chile is used in a continuum as food, protective, soul medicine, and body medicine, and do not have clear limits on where each category begins and ends. Here, for academic purposes, we will try to separate these categories. Chile as an element of protection and healing of evil eye. The evil eye is one of the most widespread beliefs in the world. This condition is considered a culture-bound syndrome, in which there is a state of restlessness characterized by anxiety, depression, insomnia, and loss of appetite. Children are the main population affected. Chile is used in various ways to prevent and cure the evil eye. Usually, it is a red and dry Chile. There are other elements that are not discussed here. We need to translate the meaning of many cultural bound syndromes to academia because many of these conditions have symptoms that cannot be separated as pertaining to ailments of the soul or of the body. Chile as a medicine soul. Don Erasmo Nahua from Chicontepec, Veracruz, told us, we use Chile when you feel weak. Then you will tell your mom, make me some atole, liquid maize porridge. In case it is a child, they will grind only 5 chiles and strain it, and they will pour 5 drops to the gruel and give it to the child. His body will start to warm up. If you're an adult and you feel weak, nothing relieves you, not even water, not even cheese, not even coffee, nothing does you good, then they will give you a plate of atole with chile and epazote for you to drink it. It will get hot inside your stomach, like burning, like fire. Then you will start sweating and you will feel better. This narrative explains a non-specific illness, but people know that this special food prepared as medicine will help to restore the health of the soul. Chile as a medicine of the body. We found 12 categories, going from antibacterial, antimicrobial, mental, nervous system, visual system, diseases of the ear, respiratory system, digestive system, skin, musculoskeletal system, and others. Food. According to seeds found in archaeological sites, Mexican people have been consuming chili peppers for thousands of years. Presently, they put chili pepper in most of their dishes and serve it as a side dish on the table, fresh, or turn it into a sauce. We have many ways to eat chile. Regarding domesticated chiles, we are talking about a very large culinary mosaic because each chile can be used to make different dishes. There is no classification of type of sauces or dishes. Chiles are included. It is a long life endeavor, and to do it in a territory with 62 linguistic groupings and 364 linguistic variants, distributed in 11 Indo-American languages families. Conclusions. Based on our bibliographic research and fieldwork, no detailed information as to which chile is being used for different purposes in most studies so far. Here we are looking in a table, but we can see many blank spaces. And this is for the North American languages. Here we have the Otomangue languages, and finally the Maya and other languages. The full matrix of uses of Chiles documented so far will be sent for publication soon. This is a previous version. This data shows similar uses across different indigenous cultures, spanning 10 out of 11 linguistic families. More ethnobotanical studies are needed to make a more precise documentation of uses, but time is up, so as Gary Nafka mentioned it in his ethnoscience book, we need to engage indigenous or local communities in biodiversity documentation and stewardship through culturally driven intergenerational learning using native language-based approaches, as well as other ecological knowledge tools and strategies. Thank you. We thank everybody on the field, especially the campesinos and their families.